spin today. Earlier today, in one airing, we sold 1,400. I think it is the perfect example of what Carol does for us. Expect the unexpected. Take fine jewelry and give it that fun, cool, today's woman edge to it. Now, let me go over all the colors. You're looking at the turquoise-colored magnesite. That's what I have in my hand. And then that's gonna have accents we'll get into in just a second. We also have the pink opal. So you see the pink opal here. This is your black onyx. And then look at that stunning malachite. This is a double stone, so it's a stone on stone design. Think of it like a wedding cake where you have one layer and then the next layer. And then of course it's accented by big stones on either side. So Carol, you know, for me, I was like all in on this one. It just
crazy.
Absolutely,
You are crazy.
I love it. What was your inspiration on this? Because it's very, very different.
Okay, it's very different. It's very cool. Suzanne called me before the show. You know, she doesn't normally call me. She's a little busy. She called me before the show. She goes, okay, I have two obsessions. One is that love line cord bracelet. I'm obsessed with it. And the other one is your rock crystal ring. So this is called the Ice Cube ring. Now, I want to share with you that I brought this to you last year in green onyx with green onyx side stones. It's a customer pick a million times over, but I wanted to up the ante because it's Tucson, right? So what makes a Tucson rarity? The first thing that makes a Tucson rarity is hand-cut gemstones, fancy cut. So now what you're looking at is rock crystal. This ring is about 1.25 inches, just under 1.25 inches long. It is completely elongating on the finger. Rock crystal is basically clear quartz. In the 1970s, David Webb, who is the jeweler that I admire most, if you want to know who inspires me, go do a search and look up David Webb. His jewelry is phenomenal. He loved the idea of an Art Deco inspired modern look. So the Art Deco is the color contrast and the clean linear shapes. I had some friends over and they were like, I love the way this is cool. I love that you could see through your skin. I love that it's step cut. So what you're looking at is the rock crystal step cut. Then you've got fancy stem step cut gemstones. Then you have fancy trillion exotic stones on the side. So if I take you through each ring, I can really bring the excitement to life. I promise you when you wear this ring, the story that you are telling is, I have taste like no one else. I have access to jewelry that no one else is ever gonna have. I have an exclusive ring that you can only find one place in the world. I have a ring that is created to look like the Italian ones that are well over $10,000. This is 22 karat gold over sterling silver. This is hand cut, step cut rock crystal. Let's start with the malachite. I love what's going on with the green banding of the malachite. Even in a small stone like this, the premium quality is so evident because you've got those brush strokes of Mother Nature. Now, one of my big decisions was, what do I put on the side of the green malachite? Well, I'll tell you what. Bulgari is another jeweler that I love. I love Van Cleef & Arpels. They're famous for putting together magnificent gemstone combinations. Purple, fancy cut trillions. That's what you'd find on the highest jewelry that there is. And then the green malachite. You have the faceted trillions. You've got that soft, opaque center stone. There's so much mixing here. The clear rock crystal. It's a work of art, and people will think that you paid hundreds of dollars for this. Let's move on to the pink opal.
Sure.
The pink opal is so soft. It's so serene. It's so calm. You know, if you love pink, it's like wearing that. It's, oh my God, it is literally like Suzanne's nails. It is ballet pink. It's that beautiful color that makes us feel soft and just radiant and romantic.
Feminine, very feminine.
Exactly. It's for my girly,
you know what?
girly
It's
days.
feminine, but it's still edgy. That's what's so cool about it. It's just, you guys, and obviously we've just become extremely busy for this ring. Just so you'll know, the black onyx and the malachite are the two most popular right now. This is just one of those, here's what I was thinking. When Carol was talking, and we'll get into by the way, the carat weight on the sides is coming in at almost a carat total. So we're at 70 points, so you're almost a half carat just in the accent pieces, not the main feature. But if you are looking to try Carol's line, if you love really cool hip jewelry, if you really are a jewelry connoisseur, this is your ring. It looks like it was custom made, like one of a kind, where you went in and said, look, I've got some stones, can you do something cool for me? And they did it. When you see it from a distance too, it's a big ring without feeling huge because of that clear crystal. And those crystals, by the way, that first table or that first layer of the cake, that is almost 18 carats, just this stone. And you know darn well, let's be super clear here. If you went to, let's say you just went to a store that had some fashion jewelry, it's costume stuff, right? Or even the mall, let's say that. There is no way you would spend, well, first off, you'd never find this in one of those places. If you found anything similar, what would it be? All plastic. And guess what you'd spend? $72.56 or maybe $85 on it. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is all precious metal. It's all genuine gemstone, but you're getting it at a fashion jewelry price. That to me, Carol, is what makes this even more exquisite, because we love this look, but we'd only usually find it in costume jewelry, and it would be glass or it'd be plastic and it'd be some weird base metal that would fall apart or turn green on her finger. This is everything at the fashion jewelry price. And I think that's what's so very appealing about this.
And you know, Suzanne is so right on. These are gemstones from Tucson. They're genuine natural gemstone. There's no color dye in here. There's no mix and match. So let's talk about them. I'm going to go back to that soft pink opal. It is edgy, but it is romantic. On the sides, you have what's called pink amethyst, or Rose de France. Rose de France is a very fancy name for pink amethyst. That whole story is one that I love. And I have to say something, for every one of my moods and for every one of my outfits is a reason why I have every one of these rings. I'm going to move on to the turquoise magnesite. Magnesite is a genuine gemstone. It takes on different colors. I use turquoise magnesite a lot. On the side of the turquoise magnesite, and if you're a turquoise and green girl, you love the beach, you love that inspiration. Is this not Turks and Caicos in a ring? I used green exotic peridot trillions. Okay, we all know that peridot looks so good on every skin color. When I used to bring in peridot rings 12 years ago when I started, they used to always sell out. But now peridot is really expensive. It's not like other gemstones. It's really considered an exotic. So to be able to add peridot into a ring that is $72 and change is crazy incredible. Now, the black onyx, girls, I have one thing to say to you. Ruby. The side stones are trillion genuine ruby. These are not, again, these aren't hand painted or filled. These are genuine red rubies flanking a black onyx. So when I'm wearing black nail polish. It's like a very, very dark red. It's almost black. When I'm wearing this nail polish, I'm going to take this off. I just want you to see how stunning is this. So it doesn't matter what color nail polish you're wearing, but the idea that you can put on a ring that's got that black, which is sleek and exciting and powerful, and then mix it with that passionate ruby. But now let's have a little drum roll. Oh, I already did the malachite.
You did do the malachite.
So people keep asking me, Suzanne, which is my favorite?
Which is your favorite?
I said, I got to confess, my two faves. The first one is the malachite because I'm the queen of green. I love the color. I love the happiness. It's so happy. And malachite is one of my favorite gemstones in the world. I do a lot in malachite. The pink opal. You know, I have so many different moods, and every day when I put on a different outfit, it suits a different mood that I'm in.
Right.
So the pink opal is for those days when I'm feeling just totally romantic and I believe in fairy tales and I love the look of pink on my skin tone. I love the way pink matches with everything. And you know, the beautiful part of the rock crystal ring is that you can wear this with gold. You can wear it with your very best gold and it just comes out as high designer jewelry. You can wear it with your silver and it just stands out like a Picasso painting. You can wear this with all of your beads because you've got basically gemstones that you would normally find in beads. Now, when I was at Harry Winston and I worked for Mr. Winston, we did emerald cut diamond engagement rings. I dressed a lot of celebrities in them with trillion side stones. It's sort of like the dream ring. So now you have the dream ring. You've got that, oh my God, that rock crystal, which is so chic. Again, Tucson fine. Had to find someone who could step cut it. Then you've got those center gemstones. Every one of them step cut octagon, 8 sides. And then those trillions. Trillions are not an easy gemstone to cut.
No, and they're big. They're 70 carats total. Guys, that's almost a full carat, or 70 points. That's 70 carats. That'd be bigger than my head, and I got a big head. They're almost 1 carat, 70 points. So you're a ½ carat per side. This is one of those opportunities too. If you're watching, use our 5 flex pays. I just noticed what it was. It's $14.51 to get the real deal. You know as well as I do, have you ever bought costume jewelry at the mall? And oh, it's so pretty, it's great, but it falls apart or it starts to get worn. You'll spend $72 easily on a decent costume jewelry ring. Not for all real, genuine, all precious metal. That's what I think makes this so special. And I know this is speaking to many of you. This is your style. You're like, okay, that is the coolest thing I've seen in a really long time. Maybe you don't want stuffy. Maybe you don't want overdone. Maybe you like something sleeker. And much like Carol, I very much love the Tanzanite Today special, but on some days, I wanna wear this. This is kind of the vibe I wanna go for. And so you have those options during our Tucson event. And thanks to Carol for taking what could be considered very rare stones and interesting looks, but making them very updated and more modern. Stay on the line for this one, guys. I know we're almost at 1,800 sold right now. Here's your chance to be able to get it before I lose sizes. And what I have remaining is 5 through 11. So 5 through 11, I still have all sizes. And then you choose black onyx, turquoise magnesite, the pink opal, or the malachite. Just a really sensational looking piece. I love this. I'm gonna keep the black one on just because that's one of my favorite ring colors. Isn't that cool?
And look at the way it elongates your finger. That's the
totally.
other beautiful part.
Yeah.
Clean geometric Art Deco lines that elongate, and that little peekaboo through the rock crystal.
It's fun. It's really fun. All right, I'm gonna switch out really quickly because you see these on Carol when you see her in the shot, and we wanted to get to them. We added them to the show kind of at the last minute to make sure you could see a big, big variety. You wanna talk about large beads. Wow, these come in, Carol, about 11, 12 millimeters a piece. We have 3 different options.